Now it's better. I hope you can hear me and see me. Hello guys, stream surprise, Sunday evening for me. Welcome to my kitchen. I will do a short and easy recipe like always. And like always, just a few ingredients. One is major dates. One is dark chocolate, this time with pistachio, also vegan. And the other one, just three. Is organic peanut butter. So only peanuts, nothing else as ingredients added. So first thing, we need the food processor. So first we blend with the, I call it blend, but it's not a blender. We mix major dates. And I was thinking to soak them in boiled water before, and I didn't. And now they are too hard. Never happened this. Major dates have always a big pit inside. This would be totally ASMR if I had my microphone. These are my favorite before workout snack. So I have 10 major dates there. they are sticky. And adding a little boiling water. I'll make a little noise now. It's messy, but it blends way better with water. Checking. This is the sweetest natural king on earth, healthy sweet. It's the best for your health. And now I add the peanut butter. Two teaspoons. By the way, just simple magic dates, open them and put a little peanut butter inside. It's a great snack, fast, you don't need a food processor. What I'm doing now is more complex. And mix again. It's a gooey, sticky gooey consistency. So delicious. Taste it similar to Snickers. And done. And this one I put here. dessert. So I made half of it, but you can make more. And now I'm gonna freeze this. And meanwhile, I wash and then I'll melt the chocolate. Then I'm gonna cut in small little pieces like caramels and how to call it, dressing the chocolate. Hello Lumulu. Yes, wellness cooking. I should call it like that. And of course, eating what is here. Cannot throw away this gold. Even the smell is great. It's like a caramel, natural caramel. Made with dates and peanut butter. I would like a smaller processor. I never make big amounts of food. But in general, food processors are big. Done. Let's put it back. And now time to melt chocolate. From the music, wow, long time no see. Welcome back. Yes, this is the third one this year. I've been doing a lot this year in my kitchen. I usually don't do that. So if you want to check the other ones, check my YouTube channel. I made it short. All were with recipes. I want everything in life, that's great. Hello Jay Conrad. Long time no see, yes. Thank you for following, Nick Wolf. Welcome to my channel. Or what? Or is the second one? I had a feeling it's the third stream in my kitchen this year. But I think it's the second. So I'm gonna melt that bain-marie style. I left my microphone at the gym, thinking that I'm not gonna stream in my kitchen this weekend. So maybe you don't hear me so well. The other stream was with Easter eggs, healthy Easter eggs. Thank you for following. Welcome to my channel. It's good? Great, good to know. Maybe wait until it melts. You know me with water in the gym and at home. Thank you. Yes, all my life I had plenty of hair. I didn't like it before when I was a teenager, but I'm starting to embracing it. And I never dyed my hair. Like, this is my natural color. Never changed it. So how are you? How are things in the new year? I'm excited that spring is coming. The last week was so warm and nice. Thank you. Starting to melt. True. You know, all those shampoos for volume or anything, they make commercials to have more hair. In summer it's a little hard because it's too hot and the hair keeps it like warm. So that's why the last couple of years I cutted my hair short. I remember when I started Twitch in 2022, was really short, was like until here I think. So in 3 years, but since then I cut it a little. I hope it's enough. I bought only one tablet of chocolate, thinking it's enough, but when you melt it, I'll show you, it looks like just a little. Well, it's better in the morning probably. I don't know what to say. Also in the morning I don't agree. It's difference and many theories. Such a deep and long answer would be. In the evening, they increase your insulin levels at 85, 100 is maximum. So it's okay-ish. I let it sit. Now I'm making a dessert, healthy one, vegan one actually. No sugar, nothing added, just medjool dates and peanut butter, organic one. Mixed it in a food processor, what you saw. And now vegan chocolate melted on top, like caramels will be. Let's see if they harden. I put the mixture in the freezer. No, it didn't. I think it needs more time than I thought to freeze. So when they are freezed, you cut in little shapes, squares, like caramels, and then you put it in the chocolate. And then you freeze again, and they are ready. So it's really fast to make. Let's see if I can show you. See, it's just a little melted chocolate. Sounds good. What can I do to freeze faster? These are the steps that I never liked. That you need to wait until it freezes or hardens something that you're making food. But good things needs time to be made. I just finished writing an article before the stream on my blog. So in short, it's about that. Pleasure versus happiness. And the real happiness is to work on something, plan it, work it, put an effort and have the patience and calmness to wait until it's done. Here also, 20 degrees. Every day is great. 20 degrees is really almost perfect. So I'm gonna talk you a little about the article until it freezes. I'll tell you in short. Comparing to, especially to the teenagers from today, they received everything, they stayed in comfort, most of them. And that's not healthy, especially for the brain, for developing, for the state of happiness. So it's a mistake to always seek pleasure non-stop and to always seek shortcuts and have everything already done so you don't move a finger. That's the society today, like fast forward everything, and it's not good for the brain. That's why in our modern world has the most mental disorders and unhappiness that ever been. It's not really like a recipe with steps and you try to make them. It's just work with yourself every day, which applies to everything actually, not just patience. Try to find stillness, try to do mindfulness. Mindfulness is usually the answer for everything. Mindfulness means to be here now, to pay attention to what is now here around you, wherever you are. If you're staying in a line and you need to wait and you need patience, pay attention to what's around you, observe people, observe movements, observe sounds, colors, and just stay grounded there. Don't rush with thoughts in the future, in the how many things I have to do and I have to stay here in line. That's just an example. Thank you. I did what I'm telling you by myself. I remember when I first moved alone, I was 20 years old, and I went to pay all the bills. In that time was like staying in lines everywhere. Now I pay everything online. So I don't stay in line, but in other situations I do. Depends on what life puts you in front of. But patience really is gold. And I read a lot about routines, about discipline, about monks and Taoism, and they have a lot of patience and calmness. So being calm and having patience and being still is the recipe for many things, especially for balancing your life, your thoughts, and just go with the flow. Like Bruce Lee said, that was really a wise phrase, be water, my friend. So if you are like water, you just go with the flow. You don't have too much expectations, you don't force things. Forcing things usually brings unhappiness, brings nothing good. Forcing is wanting to take something with force, it's not good. You need to trust the process, the universe, God, what you want. So little pleasures is good to have in life, but just from now and then, and even better for the brain, you discipline it this way, is after hard work, after putting an effort in something, then maybe you have a pleasure, you treat yourself. Yes, exactly. Let's check if it freezed. Nope. If it doesn't, well, I'll show you pictures when it's done, the next step. Yes, exactly. Also, that helps a lot. Like to have in your mind an image, what it means for you, tranquility, calmness, happiness. balance, and keep that in mind. Our mind is like a wild horse. That's how it was called in a book time ago when I read. And it's true. If you pay attention, you'll see it goes crazy in every direction. So you actually need to be your best manager to handle it and to how to explain. You cannot leave it wild too much, because you never catch it, you never do anything. Somehow that's how procrastination is developed. Postponing things, or I don't know, not doing things, comes from unorganized mind. Well, it's a saying that I always said to everyone I know, also to my clients, that you're the result of the 5 people you have always around you. Maybe I didn't translate it well, but something like that, you get the idea. So it's really important what people you have around. So if you don't have the right people, it's hard to find people with values, people calm, kindness, many things. In my opinion, better alone. Why you would need someone that pulls you down? It's just a waste of energy, time, I don't know, everything. You should always go on your road, your way, what you need to do to arrive where you need to. What else to say? There's a lot to say always about almost any subject. See, it's like I always said, psychology is everywhere. Either you see it or accept it or not, she is everywhere. So I was also saying that it's true, and I like it, to be like a kid always. Like to be pure heart and happy all the time. Smiling. Yes, totally. Always try to develop yourself, to be the better version of yourself. That should be the road for everyone. And enjoy every step of the way. Enjoy your journey. Everyone's journey is unique and different. And maybe from outside it looks easy, other people's journey, but for them it's hard because they are in a certain place and moment in their life that they need to struggle with that and try to overcome it. Thank you from the music. Also, watching news, it's not that good for the brain. I never recommended that. For example, I don't watch news, TV. For how long? Around 15 years. You only pour inside yourself like bad energy. And you don't need that. And that's all manipulation. Thank you. I am what I preach. I really am. What I preach, what I tell you, it's all the years that I've been doing on myself. And I enjoyed every step of the way. I still like it a lot. And I could talk about it so much. But see, I go so spontaneously to do this type of streams, just chatting I mean. So if it's too spontaneous, it's a little hard because ideas and how to say, there are many. So they go from there and there. But if I would write down every subject I want to talk with you, maybe it would be more organized. But also I didn't do it because I thought I'm doing recipe. No, never. I never had any doubt. I always called it like that. Was love at first sight and still is one of my first loves. First I think was psychology. I really liked it and I still do. So that's my main profession. And then was gym and nutrition, they went together and I did them together, med school and physical education. So I don't know if you heard my story. I've been telling it oftentimes on stream, especially on Just Chatting. I watched a documentary called Food Matters almost 15 years ago, and that documentary shifted all my life. I just literally changed my life so much. University of Medicine, the only one we have here. What do you mean outside the circle? From where? From other countries? So watching that documentary made me realize I'm the only responsible for my life. I should never expect someone else to save me or to push me or to change my life for the better. I am the only one responsible for that. So since that moment I really started to change it. That moment I started to work out every day. I was waking up at 5 a.m. because I had med school at 8 classes. So to be ready for that. General medicine, yes. But it has also the specialty called nutrition and dietitian. That's what I did. That was 3 years and I did that. And while doing that, I was with sports and took my diploma for that also. And I always watched documentaries, many, and took notes and wrote down everything I need to do. No, I'm not a MD, it's called in English. I'm not an MD. I'm just a health coach, maybe, let's call it. I'm a doctor of head, since I'm a clinical psychologist. Thank you. School, sport and master in psychology. I did all of 3 at the same time. Juggling from one to another. It was so great, I really liked it. That was my rising moment of my life. I was 23 years old when this started. And since then, I never stopped. I've been doing the same things. Maybe perfected them actually, changing with time. Let's check. Still soft. I think probably tomorrow. Tomorrow when I wake up it will be freeze totally. Good cooking. Thank you guys. And yes, along the way I learned to cook in a different way. I started doing a lot of desserts, vegan ones, healthy ones, like similar to this one with 3 ingredients or 4. Never sugar or flour. And I liked it so much that in a funny way, before I opened the gym that was a little doubt, like should I open a gym or a vegan bakery? But I knew it won't work, vegan bakery, and gym I like it more, so was the good choice. And again, answering to your question, if I had any doubts, I told you I never had, I always liked it. From the first time I stepped in the gym, and like I always said, from the first time I stepped in the gym, I did my homework. Like I searched and googled and read to understand at least a little, was my first time, the muscles, the movements, what I need to do when I step in the gym. So every day when I went to the gym, I did like my homework, what to do today. And that helped me. And with time I learned a lot. And then I went to do my fitness instructor. Almost. After 1 year I think I had clients. Thank you for following. Welcome to my channel. But it didn't went like, my purpose wasn't initially to work as a fitness instructor or personal trainer in a gym, but it went naturally along the way. See, I went with the flow. My flow went in that direction. I remember my mom didn't like it because she expected me to be just a psychologist, to have my office and that's it. But my flow went in other directions, so I made them all 3 together. And I like to combine them because we need all of them to have a balance, to be in a healthy state. We need mind, body, spirit to be in balance. So always have to work on yourself, to practice the state of Zen, to be in control of your life. That's like, in short, everything I just said, I think that's the shortest way to say it. Be in control of your life. Don't let others to control you, other people, or other experiences to control you, or outside world. Most of people do that mistake, like they let themselves controlled by everything else around, which is not good. You're the only one that should control your life, in which direction it goes. So this is also a thing that I learned in psychology, and I always say it, to others. It's not an excuse if you had a bad childhood, a bad life at the beginning. That's not an excuse, and it's not, how to say, to make you a victim and always cry about it. When you are an adult, you become an adult, you're responsible from now on, from that moment, to what you do with your life. You need maybe to hustle more than others because you had a bad start, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. Doesn't mean you should remain in the spot you are. We do have power, and we have a big amount of power. It's only that you need eyes to see. So never close your eyes. Be open to everything. And never be bitter or grumpy in front of life. But for that, like I said, you need to always educate yourself. You need to read. You need to, let me find the word. How is that word? I always like it. So, how to say, it's not just what you eat, for example. You're a result of everything you put inside. So starts from the people you have around you, what you watch on TV, or better if you don't watch, or you watch only smart things, what you read or you don't read, what you do daily. Your daily routines makes you who you are and gives you the results you want or you don't want. So all of these things makes you who you are and what you have now in present moment in your life. Hello Pikachu, welcome back. Nice question. That's the question at the beginning in psychology when you're a student. Where do you see yourself in 5-10 years? And when I was a student, I really didn't have my image formed and that far away. But now, even now, it's not that easy to say. What I'm sure about is that I'll be similar. Like I will always work out, I will always be in wellness, health field. I love too much doing this. It's become part of me and my life. Hopefully next time in 5 years I will stream from a beach. That's the thing. And you hear the waves. That's the best therapy for me. For my eyes, for my ears, for my soul. Reading books, writing books or articles. Doing workouts, like everything you can do. Having a smoothie. I was always a big fan of smoothies. I did so many in my first years. Many colors. And from there started other passions. Like until then I never discovered. Then when this happened, I discovered that I like to take pictures of food. So that was my first thing. Then right away I opened my first blog, not this one, another one, called Wellness by Sam. And from there came my name of my gym. And on that blog I always wrote about health, about recipes, and maybe it was, when was that? 2012, so a long time ago. So back then wasn't this craziness about videos, didn't exist at Reels. So it was all about writing, and I enjoyed that. And now it's like a new thing, making videos, editing, which I like a lot. Thank you. I usually write long. It's not for everyone. Some people don't like to read. But who does, they will get it. Oh, and alongside with mindfulness and peacefulness, it's gratefulness, which I usually talk about, but today I didn't. So I have to mention it. It's really important to be grateful every day about everything you have. If you have warm water, if you have a bed to sleep in, if you have a job, an income, if you have food on your table, and if you have health, if you are like entire, you have 2 legs, 2 arms, that's one of the greatest things, and you should be grateful about that every single day. Like to love your body, your legs that walk every day. I'm happy to hear that. Glad that it helped. So, always pay attention. Be like a guardian. Sounds better than a manager. Yes, totally. Better word. Be like a guardian of your mind, of your life, of your body. Pay attention to with what you feed him. Feed is the word that I was searching just right before. What you feed yourself with every day. From TV, books, people around you. Everything you do. Feed your body well and you will get the best results. But for that you need routines. You have to learn to like routines. I never understood, and I think I will never will, even though I'm a psychologist, why so many people cannot stick to a program, to a routine. And usually those people don't have results. Because if you stick to a routine means you're disciplined, means you have a calm mind, because knowing what you're doing every day gives you calmness. Not knowing, you're like thrown from the moon. Of course, it's normal to have sad days, but you should know how to get up. Thank you. I think I am 174 centimeters. Now in slippers. I very rarely wear high heels, and if I do, I feel too much tall. It's strange. So what else to teach you, to tell you? And by the way, of course, control your thoughts. Controlling your thoughts makes a really big difference in life. You are what you think, in short. Also what you eat, what you do. 174. Yeah, I have 1 hour stream. It went by so fast. Usually it's harder for me to do just chatting. I'm used to streaming my workouts. But it's a nice change. Also, it's very important to get out of your comfort zone. So see, doing just chatting is getting out of my comfort zone. Also, when I first started Twitch, was a really big out of my comfort zone thing. Wow, when I remember it. I had a really big track, let's call it track, in front of camera. I couldn't talk in front of the camera, so it was a really big thing for me. I'm from Romania, Europe. So we get used to everything we repeat. That's why repetition is so good. Routine. Routine is repetition. You get really good at something that you repeat. So having a program that you repeat makes you become a master. Which one? I have many. Probably this one, right? So what else I wanted to say? About track that I had in front of the camera. I think now I don't have it anymore. I kinda talk easily. But you will be maybe the judge, you see me. Well, it's kinda personal. It's in Italian. From my family. But in exchange, maybe I open up and I can tell you about this one, which sometimes people ask on stream. This one is a dragon in zodiac, Chinese zodiac. And in Chinese zodiac, I am a dragon. And everything it said about the dragon, I like it a lot. It represents me. I really think Chinese zodiac is way better than European one. In the European one, I'm Sagittarius. It's nice also what it says about Sagittarius, but about dragon is way better. And when I made it, I was like between making a real dragon, the shape, and the zodiac sign. And I choose the zodiac sign. So always overcome your fears. Actually, what you're afraid of, you should do. That's it in short. You should always do what you're afraid of and always go out of your comfort zone. That's where life is. That's how you grow. That's how you can become better. That's how you know yourself. So always embrace new and struggles also. Thank you. In a paradox way, like I said in my article, it's really like a paradox. Struggles and needing to put an effort in something gives pleasure afterwards, gives happiness. Our brain is made like that. The more you work on something and eventually you have the result, the bigger is the happiness, the better you feel. It's a really great fulfillment, and it's not just that emotion. What you get from that, it's a real experience and lesson that you will have all your life. So makes you stronger, more powerful in brain and in everything. What do you mean? Feedback from something. I'll stay maybe 10 more minutes and then I'll close the stream. And I'll see you tomorrow on workouts or next time you can join me. Let's check again, maybe I try at least one caramel to make so you see the result. only these two ingredients. It's so yummy. It's just caramel taste. Medjool dates, a little boiled water and peanut butter. All blended together. True, exactly. If you stay in your comfort zone, you actually never develop. And with years, with the passing years, your circle of comfort zone, it like shrinks. And you get more and more, let's say, scared to go out. And eventually you don't do anything anymore. It's still soft, but I try. See, it's like a little caramel. 3 squares along the way and put it in the dark chocolate. Ta-da! Made one. I think I make more. I made 3. It's crazy how 3 ingredients can make something so delicious and healthy and fast. When I first discovered this, for me it was amazing. Like what I discovered, if you compare with all the sweets our grandmas did, which are so complex, takes hours, and to be honest, they are not healthy. By the way, you should always seek for a holistic way to live your life. Holistic means mind, body, spirit. And should exist holistic doctors. The real cure of something that you have, illnesses, everything, it's in a holistic approach. Like a real doctor should ask your lifestyle, what you eat, what you do every day. And according to that, to give you a schedule, a program. For example, take daily walks. Also, it's really important to learn to be alone, or how is it called? Solitude? To like, to enjoy yourself, to grow. Yes? Here it's spring already, it's really great. Ta-da! They are not the best looking caramels, but if you could taste them, you would be like, it's mind blowing how great they are. And I'm not being cocky, it's the real thing. You should try it. Really easy to make and so delicious. Let's put them in the fridge. So enjoy being alone. Try to find yourself, to know yourself. That's where the magic happens. Noisy neighbor. And don't seek desperately people around you, noises, parties. That's where you lose actually yourself and your soul. So when someone comes in your life and you allow it, should only take that what you have on the next level, but not like fulfilling maybe a gap that you have. Yes, it's like a Snickers. See, you know. Didn't you notice, by the way, everything without sugar is more expensive? I always ask myself also that. It's stupid. Everything, the healthier it is, the more expensive it is. It's because society doesn't want you to be healthy. Only some people can reach that, maybe. But it's not that hard. And some things are not that expensive. For example, the basics of health, it's fruits and veggies. That's the basics. And usually those are cheap, especially veggies are cheap. Now if you go for superfoods and more special things, yes, they are kind of expensive. No, actually I don't. Maybe I do in a way, different type of meditation. I don't sit like this, if you imagine that, and just do this. I never do that. But I'm always in my head controlling, breathing, being grateful every day. So that's a way of meditating. So what else? I recommend you to watch The Shift, it's called. Like this, The Shift documentary. I really liked a lot. From that documentary, Wayne Dyer became my mentor. I read all his books. I like everything about it. And it helps. So kinda that was it for today, guys. Ta-da! From my kitchen. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it helped you. I'll see you next time in the gym or here. The Shift is called. It's kind of old, but I think you'll find it on YouTube. I watched it years ago. It's with Wayne Dyer. I think he made it, the documentary. It's a documentary movie, shift slash movie. So, see you next time, guys. Thank you so much for watching, for the support, for spending time with me. Yes, Wayne. Thank you from the music for chatting with me and Ulu Mulu. And everyone else is here. I wish you a great day or evening and a great start of the week tomorrow. Start strong and be in a good mood. Happiness is a choice, actually, and almost everything. It's your choice how you react to things. And this is like another subject. See how many there are? The other subject is about our reactions. We control them. So it's the way you react to anything that is outside of you. Yes, yes. So have a great evening, guys, or day. Wish you all of the best. Bye bye.